Legacy artist John Carter Cash is continuing his family's musical heritage with a brand new album nearly 10 years in the making. Our own Caroline Hobby sat down with the only son of Johnny and June to talk about his latest release, We Must Believe in Magic.
I'm Caroline Hobby, and I'm here with John Carter Cash in the legendary Cash Cabin. Talk to me about this cabin and what has gone on in here as far as music, recording, legends, yourself making music.
Well, there's a lot of history in this wood. You know, my father had this place built in the late 1970s, and it was just a place to get away and you know, to enjoy the country and the stillness at home, because he'd go out on the road and everything was very loud, and his office just down the street was also loud. So he found that he needed more of a place to rest and relax, and so this cabin became that for him.
Have you always just stayed true to yourself? Never wanted to chase a mainstream?
This album is probably more focused than my last album, in that my last album had a lot more heavy metal on it. So I mean, you know, nothing is off limits, and I know that if you listen, there's going to be something that you like. And but I love diversity in music. I listen to all those kinds of music. You know, I'll wake up and listen to the Carter Family, and later on in the day, I'll listen to hard rock. I really have no restrictions in what I love. And so what you get when you get my creativity is you get a true form of the music that I respect and listen to and love.
So let's talk about this incredible work of art that is your album cover.
Everyone that worked on the album is on this cover, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. There is a blank space on the back, and put your photo here. But you know, there's John Cowan, Sam Bush, a dear friend of mine, Spike Neisser, my wife, Anna Christina Cash, Sarah Peasaw, also Sarah Peasaw McGuffey performs on here. She was on one of the little girls that sang on the Oh Brother soundtrack, but she's all grown up now, and it was amazing to work with her.
You covered Hurt on this album, and that song has a big meaning to you as well. Obviously your dad did it, but you grew up listening to it with 9 Inch Nails. Tell me why that was an important song for you to put on this album.
I was in the studio the day that Dad decided to record Hurt, and he didn't know the song yet. He'd been listening to it, but he hadn't memorized it. But I knew it word for word. So when we recorded, I was an associate producer on that album. But when the track was recorded, I actually sang the track, and my vocals, of course, were never used. But there were, that I remember. This is how I remember. There were 3 takes, and the third one is the one on the album. There's that connection, but that's not really it. That there's more to it than that. I believe that a song like Hurt, you have to know what that feels like to actually sing it and mean it. And whether or not it's as apparent in listening to my version as it was in my father's, just like he had been there, I have been there. So of course, Trent Reznor, who wrote the song. So I know what that feels like, that emptiness, that hopelessness. And so it's a matter of honesty. If I didn't feel like that I actually connected to the lyrics, I would never have done it.
John Carter Cash's We Must Believe in Magic is now available everywhere. A second project, the Cash and Carter Family Cookbook, is also available everywhere books are sold. Thanks so much for watching this week's Nashville Insider feature. If you liked what you saw, be an insider and hit the subscribe button. And also check out our friends Wilson Fairchild on their YouTube channel. And if you want to see full episodes of Nashville Insider, go to countryroadtv.com and use the code INSIDER when you sign up to get a free month. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.